Good evening, here's a bit of punishment game debt. This is Death Crimson OX Plus, and I've rolled this as my punishment game for failing Hudson's Adventure Island. Now that was quite a bit back. I got some catching up to do, what with being horrifically ill, but I'm all better now. So I have never played this game before, aside from a quick sound check. From what I gather, it is a light gun game. I do not have a light gun, so we're going with genuine PS2 controller for this genuine PS2 and PS2 game. Let's get going. The timer doesn't really have much point here, but we're rolling with it anyway. If anything, as a way to find out how much of our life we're wasting on this game. I don't know the plot. I don't know how it all works. We're just rolling with it. I've also never heard of E. coli, the maker of the game. I'm also taken in by these incredible effects that they're using. Either that or whatever settings I have for this game are truly foobar, but that's neither here nor there. We jump right into it straight away, and I'm just going to assume I've got to shoot everything that moves. Now, this game was selected by Golden Deer, actually quite a recent addition to the punishment game list. So lucky you, and probably unlucky me. This game straight away doesn't look so good. Doesn't look so good at all. And I played my fair share of light gun games. It's probably obvious enough that I am a big fan of House of the Dead games, but I also really liked Time Crisis, that demon hunting game whose name escapes me. In fact, quite a lot of the names of light gun games escape me. There was this awesome Wild West one on the PS1 as well. Back in the days I did have a light gun to play with, but that peripheral has been lost to the sands of time. More of these brilliant effects. Reminds me of that time I watched Seraphim Falls with all the voices muted, thinking it was some kind of special theatrical effect. Well, it seems we've got some of the storyline in the chat here, which is good, because I certainly can't follow it in the game. Maybe I can get a moment to read it. The game focuses on the SMO organization and its leader, Admiral Zaza, who's kidnapped a freedom fighter named Lily. Her daughter Yuri and troubled friend Ko set out with a bafflingly ancient and mythical pistol Crimson to kill lots of monsters. Alright, we'll roll with that. Also, it seems we have some experience counter in the top left. And all the text is in Chinese, so I don't know what's going on. But that's alright, the only language we need is freedom, and we have that in our Crimson Pistol. This boss-looking fellow with a big shiny thing. Thank goodness weak point is put up in glorious English. Nothing to it. Walrus Custard saying the cutscenes are pretty great, and by great I mean broken. Alright, what are we getting bonuses for? Life, and I missed all the rest. So keep in mind this game was less than $20 at release, if that forgives anything you're seeing right now. Now, I played some pretty tragically bad PS2 games that were really cheap on release. There was a Space Invaders up-to-date game, which actually that wasn't that garbage, but it was very cheap. There was also this dreadful Tanks game using Nintendo 64 levels of graphics. Again, the name escapes me though. Well, if this game is serving one thing, it's really giving me a hankering to play Time Crisis again. Not 1, because that game was arse, and not 4, because that was also arse. But 2 and 3 were what is going on. Okay, I shot the light and we got disco mode. But Time Crisis 2 and 3 now, they were some great light gun games. Wouldn't be doing them justice so to play it like this with a controller. I need... Oh, we got machine gun. I don't know how that works. Maybe there's a button I have to press to activate it. But all the 4 buttons on the right are for shooting, and the ones on the left are for aiming. Battle tanks? That's possible. Oh, House of the Dead mode engaged. Indeed. Where's G when we need him? And our earlier boss has already become a sub-boss. What is meant to be going on here? I'm fairly certain most people are familiar with the punishment game system, but there's every so often new people showing up. I've got to play this piece of garbage because I failed to complete Hudson's Adventure Island in 2 hours or less. In fact, I failed to complete it entirely, which is why I had to do 2 punishment games. Punishment games are chosen by subscribers and then rolled at random, and unfortunately today I rolled this. There's not really a set time frame that I have to keep playing this for. Guess I'll play it until I'm dead. We already lost a life. Hopefully we don't lose too much more. What? What? I wish I had something more profound to say than just what, but I don't get it. What was that? Any plans to play Radiant Mazab, says Boink9000. Yes. I do intend to play it after we're done with this. That was awesome. Oh, what do we have here? The weak spot is the underbelly. I think. Getting mixed messages here. I don't want to hold my crimson. Hope that's every bit as painfully loud for you as it is for me. Mr. Breadsour says, thanks for not streaming yesterday. My final exam was today. I can enjoy this in peace. I'm not sure anybody could really enjoy this, but whatever you say. Why didn't I stream yesterday? What did I do yesterday? What day was yesterday? And what is going on? Oh, that's right, I was working yesterday. It's Sunday. Whew. Get back to SMT. As for today, it could be my last stream from Sweden for this year. Because tomorrow, or rather tonight, I am packing up everything and I'm heading back to Scotland on early Wednesday morning. The streams shall resume at even lower quality than usual, because my computer will be staying in Sweden, but I'll be taking my laptop with me back to Scotland. Breds are asking me if I'm getting seshed for Hogmanay. I don't usually celebrate at New Year's. I'm all about the Christmas. But these guys I don't get. They just phoned it in and went, no, we need spooky skeletons. What was that ninja one for the PS2? It even shipped to the PS2 if I'm not mistaken. Something Knights? Oh well, there have been good G-Con games, and this does not appear to be one of them. The actual list of punishment games is, I believe, 32 games long, so if you throw one in, you got about a 3% chance of your one being picked. And I've certainly not been performing all that great on my 2 hours of hells lately. And the more I fail, the more of these Eldritch horrors I gotta put myself through. Okay, disco mode engaged again. What the hell's going on? Didn't put up the spooky stream warning. Well, hold on, I can fix that. Oh, I could fix it a lot better if I didn't get myself killed here. Hold on, let's get that fixed. There we go. Now it's a spooky stream. And I think that's our first civilian death as well. Did that cost me life? Not enough, frankly. Well, this is pretty terrible. Thank you, Golden Deer, for bringing this one to my attention. And thank you, Good Senses of Younger Jake, for never buying this. Or maybe it's thank you, Supermarkets, for never stocking it, because I did get quite a lot of PS2 games back in the day. So did anyone in the chat play this crappy game in their childhood? And this game is kind of old. It's almost old enough to drink by now. Okay, wasn't paying attention. What am I meant to be shooting here? Well, just simply shooting her seems to do A-okay. Oh dear. No marriageable women in my game, please. Pathetic. Jake, try playing with your steering wheel should make the game easier. That would probably be possible, but the steering wheel's already packed up. Funnily enough, I was stuck with Time Crisis and House of the Dead as a kid, Jake. Well, Bread Sir, those are some pretty good Gamescom games. Well, light gun games. Point Blank, now there was another great shooting game. This game is pulling out all the stops here. Okay, pretty much thankfully for me, I don't think this is going to last too much longer, because we're on our bloody last legs. Can't get enough of that effect, though. Don't know why Arabs have suddenly jumped into the game. But there's a lot about this game I'm clearly not getting. There you go. Didn't take long, but we are already #1 at this game. Truly, what am I doing with myself here? Well, some punishment games go on for hours and hours, and some we just come out #1 within 17 minutes or so. Murked in the chat saying, "Thank God," speaking for us all there, really. Okay. Well, so I suppose I should be grateful that that was short and sweet. That was Death Crimson OX Plus. Don't play it. Or play it and get it better than me. No, there are much better light gun games out there. Well, that was my short and horrible punishment for this. Guess the next punishment game will be due when I fail my next 2 hours of hell, whenever that'll be. But it won't be right now, because I may as well get back to Mazab, since I've been slacking.